This is what we have put together at this time. Now we're adding the motor, and if you notice, there is this protruding part here that fits into this hole, and so we'll be using that to use our mate connectors and do a fasten mate. And we'll do that with the other side as well. This is the time I'll show you how to insert bolts and nuts. Here's our model so far. And as you can see, we imported the following part studio. And we have a main assembly. I normally like working with the main assembly at the very first tab. So let's insert a new element. Click import. Go to wheels and motors and add the mBot motor. Since the motor is made up of several parts, we want to create a composite part. And it was imported down here. So click insert, click on composite part, select the mBot motor, click check. So the mBot motor ended up on the inside of our mBot drawing. So I'll select it from here and drag it out. And using the triad manipulator, I am going to position it the way we need it. Go ahead and click Fasten Mate. Select this part, the inner circle, and rotate. And select this circle. Apply the mate. Make a copy of that. Right click paste. Click on the motor. Drag this handle to rotate it. And let's put a fastened mate. Click check. So now let's insert bolts and nuts. Click insert and select standard content. Standard contents are parts that are drawn by Onshape, and certain categories include bolts and screws, nuts, O-rings, pins, and washers. The first one that we're going to be inserting would be the M4 size screw. So it's the socket button head screw. And the length will be 8. So M4 stands for the diameter of the threaded part of the shaft, which is this piece right here. So that's 4 millimeters. And the length is 8 from the base of the shaft at the base of the head of the screw. So click insert and make sure that you select the inner circle. That's the first one. Click insert and select that inner circle. Rotate your mBot, and we need to insert the M4x8 on these 2 parts right here. That's 1. Click insert, and that's 2. And then finally, we have to fasten the case, the top and the bottom part of the case. So click insert and select that hole on the top. It does look a little bit confusing because I changed the transparency of the case. And here's the last one. and then click check. Let's insert another fastener type. Click insert, click standard content, and instead of the ISO standard, we are going to select another standard called DIN. So DIN and ISO are just some engineering standards on measurements for fasteners. And then we'll select bolts and screws, click on cross recess head screws, and then choose pan head screws. And it should look like this. So we are inserting the M3 by 25. So click insert. So we will need 4 of these, and they all go through this hole to attach the motor to the base. So that's one. That's the second. Third. And fourth. Click on the category and now click nuts. And we're adding this M3 nut to the M3 screw. So click insert, and we have to select that circle. And the last one. And here's the last one. Click check to accept the changes. And to hide all of these mate connectors that came up when we inserted the standard parts, simply press K on the keyboard to hide all of those.